All right, welcome back. We got a lot to talk about. We all get them and we hate them. We are talking about spam phone calls.
Yeah, nowadays it can be hard to tell which callers are legit and which ones are legitimately trying to take your money. Joining us at the table to talk about it, please welcome Right at Home OKC owner Crystal Self. Crystal, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
What is one of the most common spams that you're seeing right now or that people are complaining about?
Well, the most common thing we're seeing right now would be calls that come from legitimate people like utility companies or maybe the bank, people that the receiver might have a relationship with, and those are very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, because they think, well, I do have an account with this particular company, and it freaks them out probably.
It does, and there's a lot at stake.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that these callers do. They work on that fear tactic. My mom's elderly. When she was living by herself, she called me one morning in a panic that thought my son had been in a bad wreck, needed money to help him out. And I mean, she thought this was so legit. And I was like, no, Mom, everything's fine. But you know, this will get your blood boiling when people do this.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. And they're so frequent. I mean, 21 billion robocalls, I believe, a year in the United States. And so I know I get 10 or 12 of those a day, and my phone helps me. But sometimes I get a call that I think, oh gosh, that's from my mom's town, or that's from my neighborhood.
I recognize that area code.
Yeah, that's probably important to me, so I pick it up. And what I find is somebody who's very skilled on the other end, asking all the right questions, maybe knowing names that are important to me.
Oh, that's scary.
And so it makes me have to really think, and they do pressure you.
What are some of the signs then? Do all of them have kind of a common thread?
There are some things we can look for. Numbers we don't recognize. That's a biggie, but they're getting good at overcoming that too. Like I said, familiar area codes, locations. But the sign would be somebody where there's like a click or a delay when you get the call. It's like, okay, nobody's really there.
Yeah.
They might call you by the wrong name, like ask for a spouse, or just not pronounce your name correctly, and those would all be signs. But I think if it's not a call from someone you know, that's a sign. It's pretty simple.
I think you're kind of right. Like, it always sounds a little weird at the front. It'll be like, and then they'll come on and you're like, what? And you know, and then it's like it kind of catches you off guard. I do like that sometimes it says spam call, so you can hit delete immediately. But like you said, that's really not, you know, foolproof on when these calls can come in.
And a lot of seniors don't really take that to heart either. They may not be totally aware of that caller ID and what it's for. And so they're going to answer anyways. They're looking for someone sometimes to talk to, and that makes them very vulnerable.
So what do you do?
I think if I'm getting a call, and if I'm a senior, and I'm pretty close to being a senior, if I don't recognize it, if I'm unsure at all, I'm going to hit the pause button. I'm going to say, do you mind if I call my daughter about this? Or could you call me back? I'm busy right now. And give yourself time to process, seek the help of a friend or someone you trust, and just don't do anything in a hurry. That's very, very important.
I can't imagine hardly any situation where money is demanded right then and there and it's legitimate.
Yeah.
Well,
unless it's possibly a debt collector and you know that you owe that much money.
Or they threaten to shut off your electricity.
Right. Or take you to jail.
Or take you to jail, or you haven't paid there's a problem with your taxes, or we're going to come get your car. They threaten. They're very, very scary, and that's a problem.
Makes you angry for sure. But
absolutely
boy, thanks
does.
for just helping bring it to attention. Just had a situation where the police chief from Oklahoma City, they were using his picture and likeness for a scam, and they said, you know, we don't collect any money like that. It's scam. Don't fall for it.
Yeah.
Crystal Self, thanks for talking to us. We appreciate it.